The film opens with a scene depicting a meeting. In attendance are several politicians and national security officers. They're discussing a plan to rescue some of their captains who have been captured by terrorists. The captains were kidnapped for 5 months. Here was a man named Jong Hyun, who was the head of the security agency and was going to be the next prime minister. He suggests saving the captains, which the rest of the people do not like. But one, who was his assistant, explains everything to everyone. He even changed the meaning of his boss's words, which made everyone agree. Today, because he handled the situation, Jong Hyun was also happy with him. He says, "If I had met people like you earlier, I would have been the prime minister today." Anyway, one goes to his house, where we meet his daughter Kyung-min, whom one was forcibly sending to another country to study. He leaves to drop Kyung-min at the airport. On the way, the fuel of the car was low, so he stopped at a fuel station to get it filled, where he met a boy. One gives him his card, but the boy replies that our machine is broken. You will have to pay this money in cash. Hearing this, one doubted him. It seemed as if he would keep this money with him and lie to his boss. That's why he says, "I will give this money to your boss." Saying this, he drives his car and moves ahead. While driving, they're given a high alert on the radio that there's going to be a horrible fog here in a while. All the people traveling on the highway should take care of themselves and drive carefully. But where do people pay attention to this? A crazy streamer drives a car on the highway at a high speed due to this fog. Without knowing that there could have been a car ahead, he somehow escaped from an accident. But then he brought his car right in the middle of the road. Because of this, a car collides with it. One by one, the cars behind him collide with each other, and a terrible accident happens here. In these cars, we see a lot of military vans, one of which had a lot of dogs here. At the fuel station, we see that the boy was scolded by his boss, whom one didn't give money. It was not his fault, and he tries to explain to his boss, but the boss says, "If you don't take the money from him, then I will deduct this money from your payment." Meanwhile, they also get the news of the accident on the highway on the radio. Joy guesses that just a while ago, one had left. Surely he must have got stuck there due to this accident on the highway. Thinking this, he also leaves for the highway to take money from him in this intense fog. It is shown here that a car had flipped in front of one's car, and like this, he somehow escaped from the accident. But he couldn't go any further. That's why he gave all this news to his boss, so that he can send his agents here and rescue everyone. Hearing this call, his daughter Kyung-min gets angry at him and says, "What kind of security are you? You should go out and help him." Being fed up, one also goes to the accidental car. But he sees that some soldiers had already come and taken the man out of the car. He was a doctor who tells the soldier to go and check the dogs. The soldier also runs to a van and becomes surprised to see that all the dogs have been freed from the van. Not only this, one of the dogs had attacked a soldier and killed him. This means that these dogs are bloodthirsty, and there are already a lot of people stuck on this highway. Their lives are in danger because of these dogs. The situation panics, so one calls his boss again and makes the doctor sit in his car. While doing this, he saw that his daughter Kyung-min was not in his car, which made him panic. At this time, Kyung-min was seeing a dog at a distance, which was hitting its head on the bridge like crazy and injuring its head. Seeing this, Kyung-min goes ahead to give it a biscuit, but one comes here timely and moves her away, and says this dog can also be dangerous. Before leaving, one noticed that something like E9 was mentioned on the dog. Now, as one came back to his car, he saw that the soldiers were talking to the doctor in his car. One asked him what is going on here. Hearing this, the soldiers get scared and ask him question, "Who are you?" Hearing this, one shows them his ID. Seeing it, the soldiers tie him up with his steering wheel. One asks the doctor what is going on. "If you don't tell me, you will regret." The doctor replies that as long as you are with me, you are safe. If you bother me, not just you, everyone present here will die. The camera focuses on the doctor's laptop screen, in which he was busy for a long time. It can be seen that the doctor was able to control all the dogs from his laptop. The doctor makes a target for all the dogs, means he tells all the dogs to attack a soldier. The soldier was standing in front of the dog van. As the dogs attack him, the soldier throws all the dogs into the van one by one. Finally, they managed to catch all the dogs, but there was still a small problem here. There was a dog that was not tied up, and it was the same E9 dog whom Kyung-min was about to give a biscuit. It's a long story to tie it up in the van. The doctor was not able to control it, and because of this, he was in a lot of panic. In the meantime, a chopper comes in the air to shift this dog container somewhere else. Joy also reaches the same highway. The boy from the fuel station who had 2 dogs at that time. As his vehicle stops, they get off the road quickly and reach the container with the dogs. As Joy moves ahead to capture them, the soldiers stop him. The chopper was also taking the container with the dogs, but the doctor moves forward quickly so that he can tell that there is no E9 in it, but one catches him from behind and asks him what is going on. In response, he said only one word, Project Silence. He was going to ask the doctor more about this, but here the soldiers stop him, while all the other soldiers tell the doctor that we will come later to take the E9 dog. Now it is more important to remove all the dogs from here. Here we are shown that a soldier found a small chip. This chip belonged to E9, a dog, and it revealed that the doctor could control all the dogs through the chips in their bodies. And now E9 dog had removed this chip from his head, so the doctor was not able to control it. E9 dog is shown who has suddenly attacked the chopper. It attacked and injured many soldiers. Due to this, the balance of the chopper was damaged, and it fell on the electricity wires and crashed. And like this, the container of all the dogs fell and opened. Here the doctor sees on his laptop that there was an error in his system, and the target was set on 116 people, which meant that now these dogs would kill 116 people. And without completing their mission, these dogs are not going to stop. It is shown that all the dogs attack all the people standing here. Meanwhile, a dog also attacks a doctor, due to which his laptop falls far away. Here the doctor's life is saved by one. After this, he sits in a car holding his daughter's hand and prepares to leave from here. Joy standing behind. The fuel station boy repeatedly raised his hand to help him. Min forces her dad to help the boy. One had to stop his car unwillingly, and Joy came and sat in the trunk of the car. Before these people could get off the highway, the destroyed chopper, which was now on fire, it suddenly fell on the road in front of them. Like this, their way is blocked. Their phone signals were gone that they would call someone for help, but here one had his security radio, with the help of which he contacts his headquarters and tries to call for help. One also wanted to know about these dogs, that's why he asked the doctor a lot of questions. Then the doctor said that I had made some rescue dogs, but then the military officers forced me, told me to transform them in such a way that they could use them as weapons so they can be used in war or any bad situation. One contacts his boss on his radio and asks him if he knew anything about Project Silence. In response, he says, "No, I didn't know." One says, "Okay." Then send a SWAT team here to save us all from here. This time, a big truck of gases is standing in front of us. If it is blasted, everyone here will die. John Hyun agrees with him. While all these people now tie their clothes on their mouths and start walking backwards a bus. There were all the survivals in that bus. As they reach the bus, it is shown that the chopper still attached on the wires falls on the other side of the road. There is a massive explosion. Due to this, the bridge in front was also broken. The situation was so panicked that people were lost. Then to make everything normal, one tells everyone that he is from the security department. And this time, he is in contact with the security. Soon the SWAT team will come to rescue them. Now everyone asks him why these dogs are attacking them. In response, one lies that a virus called rabies has affected their brains, due to which they are going crazy and biting everyone. Here he did not mention the doctor, because if everyone wanted to know the truth, then everyone would attack the doctor. Now, because Joy was also in their car, and everything was told in front of Joy by the doctor, Joy also knew the truth. He stands in front of everyone and asks, "Why are you lying?" In response, he tells Joy that if you stay quiet, then I will get you $10,000 after everyone is rescued. The next moment, it is shown that the SWAT team came here to save them, with whom one deals, and says before rescuing everyone, "You should have killed the dogs outside," but they reply that they did not see any dogs outside because those dogs were hidden. As they come out of the bus, the hidden dogs come out and attacked a lot of people, even at the SWAT team who came here to rescue them. One saves his daughter with great difficulty from a dog and then hides her in another bus, where we saw that with an old couple, 2 more people were hiding here, and the doctor was also saved on this bus. One also wanted to stay with these people, but then he finds out that his radio was left outside, which he had to get off the bus because he had no other way to get help except for the radio. As long as one was outside, the doctor told everyone about Project Silence and how he had made rescue dogs. But then the military changed these dogs for their own benefit into bloodthirsty dogs. And the E9 dog that these people are trying to catch, all these dogs are its clones. The doctor reveals that during the experiment, He killed E9's pups in front of it to make the dog more aggressive. The scariest thing was that the E9 dog had removed the chip from its head, and now it is not under the control of the doctor. It clearly means that it is not doing anything here according to the doctor, but it is just taking revenge of its kids while killing everyone, and it has become very difficult to stop it. They now make a plan to escape from the dogs and make a flambeau from the things they have. They make a fire so that they can scare these dogs and keep them away from them. One contacts his boss. He tells him that somehow you all come to the bridge and the SWAT team will rescue you. Later, they will handle the dogs. One tells the boss that those dogs are bloodthirsty and to control the situation, some snipers should be called here. His boss was not ready for this. He knew that such a big incident had happened on the highway, so the media will come to cover it. And if the military had seen all this, their department would have been defamed. One tells the boss that all the people here know everything about Project Silence, and slowly they're moving towards the bridge. Saying this, he hung up the phone. Hearing this, Jong Hyun gets scared as if he has done something wrong. This turned out to be true. He did not send the next SWAT team there because he wanted all the people present there to die who know about Project Silence because he had approved it. And if this news spreads outside the media, he won't be made the next president. Here we see them on the bus, and they try to get out of the bus while making a plan. Joy beats the doctor in anger and says, "You are the root of all this, so go and distract those dogs." But Min tells everyone here that this will not work. If the dog kills one person, they will kill everyone. It is better to make a trap. They make a trap inside the bus and go under the bus. They left the bus doors open. The doctor was there to attract them. As the dogs see him, they come inside the bus. The doctor also gets off quickly and goes inside the bus trunk. After a lot of dogs come inside, Min quickly turns on her trap. Because of it, the dogs get stuck inside the bus. It is seen in the trunk that the wife of the old couple had died. It is shown here that the remaining dogs were also coming into the trunk. To escape them, all the survivors come out of it. One tries to get the old man out, but now he does not want to come out because his wife is dead. Unwillingly, one leaves him there, and he becomes an attraction for all the dogs and saves the lives of others. Seeing this, one was sad that two people were killed in his mission for whom he could not do anything. After trapping all the dogs in the bus, these people run to the bridge. But when they come there, they see that no one has come to help them. One calls his boss, but now he is not getting any response from there. In grief, he sat there, and now the doctor came to him and told him the biggest truth that all this was his boss's plan. Hearing this, one was even more broken because the boss he trusted more than himself lied to him. He used one for his benefit. One now asks for help through radio, but on the other hand, no one was responding. So they make a plan that the gas truck, they will go to the other side of the road. Where Joy's vehicle is on the other side, they can get out of this highway by sitting in that vehicle. But the problem was that Joy had the key to the vehicle that left in the same bus in which they had gone to save the dogs, and now the dogs were trapped in the same bus. Now to get the key back from there, they make a new plan. The doctor finds his laptop and controls all the dogs and makes one target. That all the dogs come out of the bus to attack him. Now how do they get out of the bus? The bus was closed. For this, a golf player standing here hits the glass repeatedly with her ball. Due to this, the glass of the bus breaks and all the dogs come out and start attacking one. One who was standing in the dog container at this time, the dogs come in that container. As he gets a chance, Joy takes out the key from the bus while on the other side, we get to see where all the dogs were running towards their container to attack one. The E9 dog was not in anyone's control. It suddenly goes and attacks the doctor because the doctor had killed its pups. In all this mess, they did not pay attention to the fact that the bridge was about to break. Due to the sudden attack of all the dogs on the container, it collides with the edge of the bridge, and the edge breaks and the container falls into the water. Due to it, one had also fallen into the water. Seeing this, Kyung Min, his daughter, gets scared. She wanted to help her dad through Joy's tow truck. But here Joy tells her that if you take this truck to the bridge, it will break, but she doesn't care. E9 dog, which was moving forward to attack the doctor. But as it sees the container falling into the water, it runs towards it because one of its children was still alive, whom it wanted to save, but in order to save it, it fell into the water. Kyung Min threw Joy's tow truck rope down from the bridge, which helped one to come upside. But the bridge was so damaged that it was breaking. In such a situation, Joy shows his intelligence and drives his truck at a full speed. Due to it, before the bridge broke, they came into the safe zone. The morning appears as well. There were a lot of police and media people in the safe zone. Here we also see Jong Hyun, who came to see the condition of the safe zone, and seeing the survivors. He lost his mind, because now he knew that his dream of becoming president would be a dream. One was furious at him, so he punched his face as he comes closer. To handle the situation, Jong Hyun says you should think about your daughter's future. At this time, he had a lot of checks in his hand. Means he came to buy one, but one was not selfish. He did not want to put so many people's lives in danger and teach his daughter. He tells him to keep his money. After it, one goes in front of the media and reveals everything about Jong Hyun and how he made Project Silence, in which he mutated the rescue dogs in such a way that they could be used as weapons. And because of those dogs, these people were in such huge trouble. Such dangerous dogs are not suitable to be used in any situation. One is also accompanied by the doctor and provides all the evidence against Jong Hyun to the media. Hearing all this, Jong Hyun has no choice but to run, and he leaves from there. The scene cuts, and now we see E9, who somehow saved its child and brought it to the bank of the canal. In this way, its purpose was fulfilled to save its child. The story concludes here. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.